MSG, the three letters that have sparked debate for centuries. Some say it's a dangerous additive, while others call it a culinary game changer. But what is monosodium glutamate, and should we really be worried about it? Let's break down the chemistry, bust some myths, and see MSG in action. Monosodium glutamate is the sodium salt of glutamic acid, an amino acid found naturally in many foods like tomatoes, cheese, onions, eggs, mushrooms, and more. Chemically, it's composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sodium, and nitrogen. When dissolved in water, it breaks down into free sodium cations and glutamate anions, just like naturally occurring glutamate in food. This means whether glutamate comes from MSG or a natural food source, your body processes it the same way. Monosodium glutamate is produced through fermentation of materials like sugarcane, sugar beets, or molasses. What actually happens is that glucose is extracted from the raw materials and sent to a fermentation tank. Fermentative microbes such as Corynebacterium glutamicum are then added to the fermentation tank. These microbes break down the glucose to glutamic acid. The glutamic acid is then neutralized with sodium hydroxide to produce monosodium glutamate solution. This solution is then decolorized and filtered, resulting in a pure monosodium glutamate solution, which is later dried and crystallized to produce the final product, which is no other than monosodium glutamate. On its own, monosodium glutamate doesn't have a distinct flavor. It kind of tastes a little bit like salt. However, when added to food, monosodium glutamate enhances the savory mouth-watering flavor, commonly known as the umami taste, which is one of the five basic tastes alongside sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. Monosodium glutamate in food stimulates glutamate receptors in the buds of the palate. They relay signals, triggering the characteristic taste to distinct regions of the brain, thereby activating the typical umami taste. Monosodium glutamate is not considered dangerous for the vast majority of the people when consumed in normal food amounts. Regulatory bodies like the Food and Drug Administration, the European Food Safety Authority, and the World Health Organization have all deemed monosodium glutamate safe for consumption. Numerous scientific studies have not found solid evidence that monosodium glutamate is harmful in moderate amounts. Some people have reported symptoms like flushing, headache, or sweating after eating foods with monosodium glutamate, which led to the term Chinese restaurant syndrome. However, controlled studies haven't consistently confirmed MSG as the cause. Large amounts that is far beyond what is used in food may cause temporary symptoms in sensitive individuals, but such doses are unrealistic in a normal diet. So, monosodium glutamate isn't some evil chemical, it's just a simple compound that enhances flavor. Science shows it's safe, natural, and even helps reduce sodium intake when used in cooking. What do you think? Would you give monosodium glutamate a chance? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.